So we decided this year we're going to be building a greenhouse, and this is the approximate area in which it's going to take up, where you see no more plants. So it's going to be about 12 feet wide by 16 feet long. And we're going to have to obviously reconfigure these rows. We're not exactly sure how it's going to look yet, but we're going to, for the most part, reconfigure our garden to grow different stuff for next year. I've never done something like this before. We're going to be transforming the garden a little bit, rearranging rows and stuff like that, because it's going to take up a corner of our garden. So first thing we need to do is to level this all out so it's still in garden rows. So we're going to take advantage of the dirt to try and level out the slope.
Right here, it's the only spot. Right here is where it's level. That's it.
It's only level this way.
Yeah.
Definitely not level this way. So we're going to end up building up this side, and maybe, especially over in that corner over there. And then I guess we'll take it from there. What I'm doing here is I got myself a piece of plywood that still has a 90-degree angle on it from the factory, so that I could try to better accurately lay out the edges of where this greenhouse are. I plan on laying a row of block all the way around the edge, just to act as a sturdy, firm base for the greenhouse to sit on. So what I'm doing is I took that factory 90 and I pounded some rebar around it to get a 90 degree angle with two legs coming off of it. And I found the straightest board I could for my garage to try and continue that same angle by planting it up against the two previous rebars before it to give it the right angle so I can hammer in the next one. With any luck, when I'm done, I'll hopefully have a perfectly rectangular outline of where the greenhouse is supposed to sit, and that way I know where I have to lay the block. So that's all. I'm just going to keep doing that and working my way around. With any luck, it'll work out. If not, then I'll have to try something else. So now I have it. I have the first block set. So that first block is going to be the corner in which I measure the rest of the greenhouse off of. So just because I know that when I dig down and place these, I'll be placing them on hard dirt with the help of some paver-based material. We're gonna dig a trench this way first and start laying block in this direction, because I know that we're going to have a leveling situation over here that needs to settle a little bit before we could do it that direction. All right, so we're in a rhythm now, and what we found what works for us is we set that corner block and we're just going block by block, trying to dig it out as best we can. And we realized as we were going that we were going to quickly run into these rebars real quick, and we knew that was going to be a problem. So I tied a string from one end, from one corner to the other, and I'm just running the blocks along this string. So hopefully this works out. I have my level here, and we just keep going along as we put the blocks down and just make sure it's level.
So far, looking great.
Yeah. After this is all leveled out, once we get one row of block around here, I'm going to come back and fill all these holes with concrete to really set these in place once we know we're happy with them. So if any settling occurs due to rain or whatever, we could come back and just fix them up, and then eventually when we're confident that it's going to stay the way we want, then we're going to cement them in. So we're going to keep at it because the weather is starting to turn on us, and
it's raining.
It's going to turn into a pile of soup soon.
Well, hopefully we can at least get a few more blocks done, right?
Well, I'm hoping to get to the corner, and then we're going to obviously call it quits from there for the day.
Okay.
Starting point though. This corner is a little low. Let's try that. Perfect. A new technique, we're digging next to the block, stand on it. So you can't mess it up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's good.
Jimmy, look! Jeffrey! Where, DJ? Get back here! Give it your helper! Where is he?
Where are you?
I don't know.
I actually haven't seen them. Aren't you playing hide and seek? You're cheating, you know.
He's over here! Hey!
Alright, hold on a second. Listen off. I'll take it. It's a nice laser device. Little crickets. See it?
Yeah.
With the pet.
Too nice?
No, it's too easy.
There's a
Can't
split
be.
right here. You care? It's not right up
I do
against.
care, actually. I do care about that.
Here, come on my side so you see what I'm
I
talking
see
about.
Can we grab the level real quick?
Hey, Mom! Look, we found a giant pumpkin that's flowing!
Very cool.
Jimmy!
That's a nice one.
It's a flat pie! You made 5 pumpkins! Hey, Jimmy!
Can I see that? Oh, let me see.
Oh, it's big!
Can I see it?
You can't even hold it! Just lift the
pumpkin.
pumpkin. It's giant.
That's a good one. I like that.
Hey, Jimmy. Sorry.
It's okay.
Hey, Jimmy.
There you go.
Can you get that? Jimmy, can I hold that pumpkin?
Grab it. Bring it to the porch. Just watch out for the glass, okay?
See, that's my pumpkin. This is my pumpkin.
All right, so this is day 2. We managed to get one side of this done. Today, we are gonna start digging down a little bit, but we're gonna go this way, so we're actually gonna come out of the ground and have to build up. So we're just gonna do the same as I did before. I'm just going to try to square it up with a piece of plywood I have after we get the first block set. We're just gonna hammer in rebar to keep a straight line so I could tie a string. And that worked out great for me last time. I was able just to place the blocks perfectly straight right along the string. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Sorry.
Ooh.
All right, so I have this block set now. So now I want to make sure I get a perfect 90 on this thing so I can measure everything based off of it. And it looks like it's for the most part there. Okay.
Cool.
I could use the same trick as I did before also. So I'm going to use this factory corner here. Put it down. Okay.
Finished.
All right, so not perfect, but it's not gonna be. You know, the tools we have a here. Can you let us see?
Yeah, I'll actually bring this over here.
We have a bit of a gap. What we're gonna end up doing is when we fill in the holes with concrete, I'm just gonna put 2 pieces of wood here and just fill up this gap. I could put in bricks and stuff, but you know what? We're filling this with concrete anyway. This is just kind of an easier way for me to fill this with concrete. So instead of pouring a footer with rebar and stuff like that, I opted to use block and just fill them with concrete. For me, it's just easier. So if you want to order a concrete truck, you do you, you know? So, but all right, well, this is about it. I'm just gonna take a few measurements just so I'm happy, just to make sure that this is gonna fit the way I want it to, and then that's it. Tomorrow we'll probably come back out here, hammer in some rebar and start filling it up with concrete.
In the car. Mom, Daisy, in the car.
It's because she's scared of the bubbles.
All right, guys, here we go. You ready?
All right, guys, you have to be careful. There's going to be a lot of sparks. Ready?
There's going to be sparks.
Dad's cutting rebar. Just back up right here. Jimmy, back up.
So we got all of our concrete blocks where we want them. It's not perfect, but it'll do. So
Pretty close.
I had to come up with a way to anchor these into the ground a little better. So what I plan on doing is hammering in rebar, crisscrossing each other to lock the blocks together, and then we're gonna fill all the holes with concrete and also locking the rebar in there. So I decided to try to make the corners a little beefier. They have a 4-foot long rebar that I'll be pounding in, or at least try to pound in. We'll see how far I can get it. And then I did 2 every other block. This is just stuff I had left over in the garage, so we're gonna give this a shot. So the blocks will be tied together in 2s. If I had more rebar, I would fill them all, but let's see how far I get pounding them in. Maybe that'll change my mind.
Well, if it works, I'll just help you out. We'll take turns.
Yeah, here we go. All
You
right.
okay? Did you just hit your hand?
Yeah, well, lucky for me. These are rated to take a hit. I got this rebar lower than the cinder block, so now when I concrete over, it's going to be fully buried. I'm happy with that. I got one all the way in. See, now I'm going to crisscross the other way to lock them together. The 4-footers were tough. I'm hoping that the 2-footers go a lot quicker, so I'm not here for the rest of my life. Let's give it a shot. Oh yeah. It's okay if I break them a little bit. When we fill it up with concrete, it'll fix any imperfections.
You want me to try?
Sure. Here. Do this on your non-swinging hand. Helps you hold on better. You won't get hurt if you hit yourself.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, bud.
Nice.
Yeah, I can do it, so I can help you. So that's what it's gonna look like when they're done.
I know this isn't enough, but I'm gonna use this to gauge how much I actually need. So I'm just gonna mix it here since my hose is only so long, and then we're gonna go over there, fill in the gaps, use a rebar to really punch out all the air pockets, and then we'll smooth it out with the trowel. So we're gonna just go ahead and get started. So, I am by no means a professional concrete worker, so I'm sure if you know a better way of doing this, then you'll just do that. If you plan on doing what I'm doing. Try not to touch this stuff. You can get hurt. It's inevitable you touch it, but have a fresh bucket of water around somewhere. You could rinse your fingers off real quick once you do. For you and your tools. There's one. I'm actually gonna go rinse my hands real quick.
Okay.
My wife did it one time and she actually had burns on her fingertips for a week.
Couldn't put my hair up, do the dishes, nothing. My hands were hurt so bad. That was painful.
Yep. Scroll down. Mix. There's no real recipe for this.
Do you want me to spray?
Just be careful because you can go overboard. I got it.
Okay.
You can go overboard pretty quickly with the water. Another thing, if you have a junk shovel, now is its time to shine, because you will inevitably get concrete permanently stuck to whatever tools you're using. So this is my beater shovel. This is labor intensive. I'll spray it a little bit for me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Keep going. A bit more. Okay. All right, let's do it.
Good job, Jeff.
Okay. So, let's see how far one bag gets us. Doesn't look like very far. We'll find out. Okay. You get about halfway. I'll just give it a few good pokes. Get some of the air bubbles out of there. Gonna have to get the trowel involved now. I bet you one of these lasts 2 blocks, unfortunately. It's like
So you're really gonna have to go back to Home Depot.
oh yeah. All right. I like to rinse my tools so they don't start getting caked on with concrete. That's why I have this bucket here. It's actually to wash hands and tools. Yeah, one bag is about 2 blocks. And how many blocks we have? 40 maybe.
£80 right there.
Yep. Go. Got all that dust. Slightly on the watery side, but it'll be alright. Alright, let's roll. Alright, so we figured it out. 4 bags is approximately nine blocks and a little bit. So I didn't waste too much, but just to safely, to be conservative, it's 1 bag for every 2 blocks. So you'll get a little more, you'll get a little less sometimes. So I need about 16 more bags to finish this job. So we're just gonna take a break today. We've been at this all day with the rebar and the concrete. I'm just gonna head to the store, pick up the bags we need, and then we're gonna pick it up again tomorrow when we have some fresh energy. I'm winded. So.
And Jeff calculated how much our truck can actually handle.
Yeah.
We can officially go up to what? 17, 18 bags?
17 bags.
And we need 16, so it works out.
So we're good. Barely.
There's that helicopter.
Yep. Oh, look at that. I went to take a drink. There's a spider under the cap.
Today's the big concrete day.
Yeah.
I'll be able to help you.
Happy, right?
Yeah.
All right, good job.
Mom, do you remember the song Potato, Potato? I know that. Yeah. I can act like that.
All right, so either we didn't construct it perfect, or to a mathematical anomaly, we have a gap. So the blocks are a certain length. We wanted a certain distance of greenhouse, so that doesn't always match up perfect. So what I'm doing here is I'm just doing basically just creating a ghetto form for the most part. Just holding these two pieces of wood here. I'm gonna fill this with concrete also. I'm just trying to find the best place for my F clamps. I don't have a C clamp that's big enough to do this job. These blocks are 8 inches wide. My biggest C clamp is 6 inches. So
I liked what you were doing. That was a good idea.
I have
lock
another
it like that.
woodworking. Ooh, careful, buddy. Sorry.
You okay, Jeffrey?
Another woodworking tool to help me here. The only thing is you know what we should do?
What?
Fill up this block first, so we can put the F clamp on here without getting it really scuzzed up. You know what I mean?
That's a very good
'Cause
idea.
I don't want to lose this F clamp. If I get concrete all over it, I probably won't be able to use it as an F clamp anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix another bag, and then we're gonna come over here and take care of this.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna try and put my contraption together here. This is just a simple form. It's on tight. Okay.
Good enough.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
Even
All
if
right.
it's spilled in a little bit, we're going to fill all this in with dirt anyway.
Yep. Even if some leaks out, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just want the overwhelming majority of it to stay in there.
Good job.
You want to get that rebar over here? Getting that packed in. Is that staying?
It moves out a little bit. It's okay.
Alright,
It's going to serve its purpose.
get that in there.
Oh boy. Might have to slide it under this thing.
Let's do your best. Oh, you can get the smaller trowel.
Well, I still use my hands.
Oh boy.
It's okay. I'll wash them off.
There we go. Definitely smooth that out. All right. Looks good. Good job.
Yeah. Worked out. It's going to be sticking out a little bit right there. You care?
It's fine. Not worried about that. See how that works? Think we got it?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah, we got this. Awesome. All right.
Good job.
Good job, babe.
Yeah. Good job. Did it.
You know, I know it's only like 3 or 4 o'clock. Now we can go have fun.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Mom and Dad are finishing up now, okay? Yeah.
Yay!
We got a lot of cleanup to do, okay?
You cannot run. You run your trip.
We're done.
Come on, run, try to run.
All right, so we're about done for the day. I'm pretty whooped. We're just cleaning up now. I'm gonna leave that on for the night so that it solidifies the way we want it to.
It's already starting to dry a little bit.
Yep, so it's gonna take overnight to really set though. And then tomorrow before the rain, I'll come back out here and take this thing apart so this doesn't get drenched.
All right. Good job, babe.
Thank you.
Jeff
You
is
good job.
whooped.
I'm tired.
Picked up a lot of bags.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We're done.